Alvin Aaron Coffey. This was the first time that I had ever heard of him.
I have the pleasure of doing a creative interpretation of the Logan family, specifically Pleasant Dixon Logan. I am playing Pauline as his second wife.
I will be portraying Eddie Machen this Saturday at the Cascade Theatre. And Eddie Machen is a heavyweight boxer, born in 1932 and passed away in 1972. And he was raised here in Reading.
Much to my chagrin, it's been one of the most amazing experiences because Phoebe Colburn is a dynamo.
I can't imagine what it would be like being a slave and having a family and being separated from them forcefully.
She's an African-American freed slave that lived from 1818 to 1876.
I'm really excited about this experience because I really think it's important that our small yet dynamic Black community gets to see that they had a part in making this city what it is.
My family moved here when I was 2 years old, and I was raised here. I went to high school. I went to Shasta High School here, and left for college at 17, which was in 1993, and moved back in 2008.
I guess for me, as far as knowing that there were African American here so early, in kind of a crazy way, it kind of empowers me, I guess, of living here. I feel a part of it, I guess.
I will have to say the community has changed in several ways, and in several ways it's the same community I remember going to 5th grade or 6th grade.
I've always, as a child, always been curious about our participation in settling this part of the country, because you never hear anything about it.
I had no idea about any of the characters that are being portrayed. It's been a fascinating historical discovery for me.
Her passion, her ability to work with what she had was incredible to me, because I don't think any of us could have ever lived through Phoebe Colburn's really life, but we actually lived through our own lives and overcome a lot of obstacles.
Most of these characters are very powerful and very prominent and very important to Shasta County, and it's amazing that I've never heard of them.
Pleasant is got fair skin and blue eyes, but is got African American descent in him as well. And then Pauline, the character I play, and Cynthia are half Native American and half African American. And so they are a multi-ethnic family who want to make sure that every piece of who they are is represented in this land.
I think that just all of us know that there was mixing, and we knew that there were African Americans around in different regions, but I think it puts it right in your face when you have paperwork, documentation saying this person was alive in the 1800s and these are the issues that they faced.
What I found out is that it's incredible that every race has made an incredible contribution to what we look like today. Phoebe Colburn was the first woman in Shasta to hold a mortgage, and she just happened to be African American. So there are a lot of nuances, and there are a lot of people that were connected to Phoebe's life as well as the other three characters that are the makings of what Reading is today.
I think the more we know about each other, and the more that people experience similar experiences, such as African American coming across the country in wagons, whites came across the country in a wagon. I'm sure a lot of similarity in their experiences as far as the journey went.
You know, there's always a sadness or a pain that you know that your ancestors had to go through so much to get you, to propel you, which would be me, to being able to get a doctorate in psychology, to marry out of your race, all these different things that people had to sacrifice to make happen. And those types of things are on my mind all the time.
They were not only creative, they were inventors. They were huge players in a lot of the social justice movement for African Americans in this area. They started a church. They were a part of helping Mr. Coffee start a school.
She's a real woman who lived in a very, very amazing way and did a lot for our community. You'll be surprised, but I'm not going to give away the surprises.
You have to try to get inside of that person that you're going to be talking about, and that was probably the most spiritual part about it, is try to get into him, what he would be like if we would sit down and talk to him.
He fought amazing boxers at the time. All the big names: Floyd Patterson, Sonny Liston, Ernie Terrell. Amazing fighter, and he just died so early that was shocking to everyone.
I do have one hope, one wish, and that the public that do come and see it receive it in the spirit in which we intended it to be received. It's just to learn about each other, to share the experiences of what it's like, being here.
And this type of event is a perfect venue for our community to learn about pioneers that helped shape Shasta County.
Because the more we know about each other, the less we are suspicious of each other.